The National Science and Maths Quiz 2021 has been the talk of many, especially those in senior high schools. Also impressed are the teachers and the general public in Ghana with the performance of the students and how brilliant they answer the questions. But other people who have been so impressed and joined board are the sponsors of the event. The National Science and Maths Quiz, which is a very good event which challenges students of many schools in the country, helps many of them to focus on education, on learning, and on seeing how they can get further ahead of their colleagues with their brains and with their intelligence and with their speed at answering questions. Now, there have been many sponsors of this event, and we look at some of the sponsors of this National Science and Maths Quiz 2021. Now, some of these sponsors are Absa Bank. I'm sure most of you know Absa Bank, a financial institution. They have done very well, to be part of this program. We are very, very glad that they brought up this initiative to actually reward students with monies, and that is very impressive. So, Absa Bank is actually sponsoring this program as well as other sponsors. Also, the Ghana Education Service is also one of the sponsors of this National Science and Maths Quiz. But this does not come as a surprise because it's what they are concerned with. So, yeah, the GS is also one of the many sponsors of this event. Then also there's Goyle. Yes, when most of you go out to fill your cars with petrol, with diesel, and all these other fuels you need to move your vehicles, you never had an idea that Goyle will also sponsor this program. Well, for your information, Goyle is also a sponsor of this program, and they are also part of those who are giving out incentives and rewards to the students and to all those who are a part of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Now, also there's also Prudential Life Insurance Ghana. For those of you who have worked with insurance companies, Prudential Insurance is one of these banks, these financial institutions that do their best to ensure that their customers are well satisfied in times of trouble. Well, they decided to also pitch in to be a sponsor to the National Science and Maths Quiz. So, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana is also one of the sponsors. Another one of the sponsors is Airtel Tigo, the telecommunication network. You know that one of the major telecommunication networks is Airtel Tigo. This was a merger. It became Airtel Tigo after two different telecommunication networks came together to become one. So we have Airtel on one side and Tigo on the other side, both collaborating to become Airtel Tigo. So for those of you who are non-Ghanaians, Airtel Tigo is one of these networks that people use for making calls and browsing the internet and other communication processes. So they have also joined in to become a sponsor to the National Science and Maths Quiz, and it's amazing to see that they also are very, very interested in this competition. Then another sponsor, which is Dano Milk. If any of you have ever purchased their products, they are not bad at all. Dano Milk. They are also part of the sponsors of the National Science and Maths Quiz, Dano Milk, and they have also put in their place in being good to the contestants as well as all those who are involved um, in the National Science and Maths Quiz. Then apart from Dano Milk, we also have Joy Industries Limited. Yep, they are not the only industries who are sponsoring. Joy Industries is also a part of the sponsors, and the Joy Industries has also been very influential. The way they go about their stuff, ever since they came into inception in the industries in the nation, they've been doing very well. So, yeah, Joy Industries is also a part of the sponsors. There's one other Kiki juice drink. Yep. How many of you have ever been to the shops or been on the roadside and seen these Kiki drinks? Yeah, well, they are also a sponsor to the National Science and Maths Quiz. This just means that these students are going to be going home with a lot of drinks and packages and monies when the whole competition is done. That's good news for them. So Kiki juice drink is also a part of these sponsors. Now New Mount GH. New Mount is also one of those sponsors who have decided to come in to join this program. So yeah, for those of you who don't know New Mount, you can check them out to see who they are and what they do. Now another very instrumental sponsor, which we were surprised because they are not even like one of this country airways, though of course they fly in here and out of here. We were surprised to see that they were also on board. So most of you know that the National Science and Maths Quiz is something that is done in here, but viewers all over the world watch it, and many African countries are delighted to see our schools battle for it. So one of the countries, Kenya, have their Kenya Airways as sponsors of this competition. So we were shocked that even Kotoka International Airport was not even here, but Kenya Airways was able to make it here. So Kenya Airways, we give it the big ups for being a proud sponsor of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Hopefully, you'll be able to give some of these students free tickets to go to Kenya to explore the country and to come back with some beautiful stuff after coming to Kenya. So it's good that we have you also on board. So yeah, Kenya Airways is also part of the those who are sponsoring the National Science and Maths Quiz. And then also we have you know this is one of those who you cannot forget when it comes to sponsors, because it's also one of the things they are delighted in, the academic city. Yes, when you look at the academic city University College, you know why they are very interested in sponsoring this program. So the academic city University College are also on board. Hopefully they'll be able to sponsor some of these students in the future when they are interested in making it to their colleges. It's good that they also are on board. Now there's also Accra College of Medicine, the Accra College of Medicine, who's also joined in to be part of the sponsors. So Accra College of Medicine, we've mentioned them. And then there's Adansi Travels, another transportation company, which we have seen have been very influential. You know that the National Science and Maths Quiz this year was held in Kumasi. So some of these sponsors help with transportation, and Adansi Travels is one of those who have come on board to make this a successful event. And then also we have Studios HD. They are also a part of the event, taking the cameras around and then doing what they can to get a good footage for some people to view. And then we move on to Third Eye Care and Vision Center. Third Eye Care and Vision Center. They work on eyes. If you have eye problems, or if you want to work on your glasses, your sight, anything to do with the eyes, they are there. They are very good, and we've heard about some of their services. So they have also come on board to be sponsors to the event. You notice that most of these students sometimes they wear glasses. Yep. So if there's any problem, I'm sure this eye care facility will be able to do something to help them. And then there's also Zipline. Zipline is also a proud sponsor of the event. They are also very glad to be on board. There's also YFM. Most of you know YFM, the station which has been very much intrusive in the youth areas. So they are also sponsors on board. And then there's GTP. GTP, for those of you who love clothing, African clothing, these types of beautiful traditional clothing, that our women and some men wear around. You'd notice GTP is one of those good fabrics which you can get and use in the nation. And you'd even notice that Madam Elsie, the woman, the madam who asks the questions to the students, the one who brings out the questions for the students to answer, she's most time clothed in this beautiful African clothing. You notice that she changes her attire often with different beautiful designs of this African cloth in her clothing. She's also been glad to mention that GTP is part of the sponsors. So all in all, these people have contributed their part to make sure that the event is successful, and we are all glad that they are seeing the light in such an event. In the past there were some sponsors, but they were not this much, and most people did not even really see the future of this National Science and Maths Quiz. But today you look and you see that things have changed when you compare it to before. Before there were some challenges, but now things have changed. Even with the way the questions are asked nowadays, with the way the rounds are orchestrated, there has been a growth and improvement. So the National Science and Maths Quiz is not like what it used to be. And these sponsors have seen the development and have decided to become a part of it. So that's good. In the meantime, those who are preparing for the finals, the grand finale is taking place on Friday. Yep, the grand finale is happening. And so for those of you who have made your minds to watch it, 26th November, Friday the 26th of November, Friday the 26th November, this is going to be the final of the National Maths and Science and Maths Quiz. It will be live on Facebook, it will be live on YouTube, as well as some of these other national TV channels for people to watch and be entertained with. Are you an old student of any of these schools? Presbyterian Boys Legon, Kita Senior High School, or Prempeh College? If you are, then do well to support your school and see how good they perform in this final competition. But in the meantime, who do you think is going to win the competition? It seems to be very tough. you can see how they are all very prepared to win. And it's going to be a very strong battle, but we give God the glory. We'll see who will come out as the winner. Okay, so these are all the sponsors that are sponsoring it. If you think any sponsor should be included, you can pitch it up, or you can just put it in the comment section below, so that maybe we would ask them to see if they'll be interested to sponsor this the next year. Alright, thank you for listening and have a nice day.